It's going to be dry for the next several hours, but storms are possible tonight. At least some showers and some storms possible in the overnight hours as we get closer to midnight and later around the valley. So watch out for at least a small risk for a severe thunderstorm, but the much greater risk of storms will be farther to the north from us, where they've been raging this afternoon in East Texas. And then sunny skies and less humid weather returns for Thursday and Friday. Basically any storms will be done before sunrise tomorrow. So if you're making plans for Thursday, plan on a sunny day and feeling much better if you like cooler weather and low humidity. And that continues into Friday and even somewhat through the weekend on Saturday. A nice weekend, you know, compared to most weekends we'll see between now and the fall. This might be one of the last weekends if you have something to do outside and you don't want to be out there, you know, sweating like crazy in the humidity. You probably want to do it this weekend when the humidity is still being kept down most of the weekend. It comes up some on Sunday, but it will be maybe one of the last refreshing weekends in a while. Now, satellite radar shows plenty of clouds initially across the valley this morning, but for the most part, they've broken up in many areas. It's still a little cloudier near the coast, but the sun's really come out in Starr County, and that's where temperatures are hottest this afternoon. You look to the north, there is a cold front moving in. Bigger storms on the east end of this front over in East Texas, where that yellow box is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect, also a tornado watch in effect for southeast Texas near the Beaumont area into Louisiana. So the big risk of severe storms stays away from us, but you see there are some big storms moving just east of Houston and kind of up near College Station. So all these storms going off to the east, not coming our way, but we will wait to see if storms develop along the front as it gets closer to us later tonight. Right now, though, it's dry and hot. 101 in Rio Grande City, 96 in McAllen, 92 in Weslaco, and 80s right along the coast. But everywhere the air is very humid, and dew points are up in the mid 70s across much of the area. So it's feeling like a summer type humidity level out there. It's just very sticky the way the air feels, and it will be rather humid all through the evening with temperatures falling slowly through the 80s. Should be dry at least through 9 or 10 o'clock across the valley, but as we get toward about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, midnight, kind of, you know, keep your ears open for maybe hear some thunder in the distance approaching. There could be some storms blowing up as we get toward midnight as that front gets closer. It may not be stormy everywhere, but the potential is there to see at least some storms in the overnight hours, and there is a risk for some severe weather. We're on the low end of things. If you look at the scale, if you imagine marginal is kind of on the less widespread, less severe threat, toward the more widespread, more intensity of severe storms. We're on the low end of things across the valley tonight, but still, you know, it's that time of year when you want to pay attention. And the severe weather threat, you know, although it is pretty low, we're, you know, still on the look for possibly some strong winds, mainly as the front comes in and storms blow up. Kind of watch for that. You know, you could argue there's a slim chance for large hail if a big storm gets going, but then again, that's on the low end of things, as all the threats are. But you could say maybe damaging wind gusts are just a little bit higher on the scale there. Future track does show as we go through this evening, clouds start to fill in by as we get toward about midnight and later. The cold front comes in. Future track shows the front actually moving through by about 2 or 3 in the morning. And again, there could be a line of storms along the front. Once the front clears the area, you see by 7 in the morning, things are dry, and then it clears out tomorrow with sunshine and a beautiful day. It may be kind of windy tonight, especially along the coast, and again tomorrow it could be rather windy along the coast and somewhat breezy inland. But look at the first 1570 forecast. Highs around 85 tomorrow with cooler weather and low humidity with sunshine after any storm threat ends before sunrise. Friday looks like a gorgeous day with light winds, a cool morning in the 50s in many areas and highs in the 80s. Even Saturday looks pretty good. Sunday, a little more humidity, but pretty good stretch of weather Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then humidity returns next week, but not too hot. We're not expecting the 99 and 102 degree temperatures to come roaring back anytime soon.
Right, but
yeah.
Storms overnight.
Yeah, storms are possible tonight. It may not be widespread everywhere, but kind of watch
Right.
as we get toward midnight and later. There may be some storms approaching from the north.
I know you guys will be tracking it.
We're here all night if we need to be.
All right, thanks a lot, Alan.